We see it clearly now, don't we? The pattern dressed as order, the pressure dressed as law, the quiet tightening around our throats while they smile and tell us everything is fine. Ask yourself, are you paying attention? Or just surviving long enough to forget the question? Because they count on that silence, they count on exhaustion, they count on you being too worn down to name what is happening as it happens. They bruise the spirit and then point at the wound and call you dangerous for bleeding. They push and push, and when you finally push back, they rename you, twist your voice into something criminal, call you Antifa, call you a terrorist. Anything but a human being refusing to stay small, anything but a citizen, remembering what freedom actually feels like in the chest when it rises unafraid. They starve the table and then criminalize the hunger. They make it harder to breathe and then accuse you of making a scene. When you gasp, they turn survival into suspicion, dignity into defiance, truth into something that needs permission. And you are supposed to nod along, right? You are supposed to thank them for the weight on your back and call it protection. You are supposed to forget that freedom of speech was never meant to be convenient, never meant to be quiet, never meant to ask for approval before it speaks. And yet here we are, watching them redraw the lines in real time, watching rent climb like a ladder with no top, watching food become a privilege instead of a right, watching the distance between effort and survival stretch until it snaps. And when you say this out loud, when you dare to describe the pressure, they laugh, they dismiss, they call you a liar, as if your empty fridge is fiction, as if your overdue notice is a story you invented for attention, as if your struggle is not carved into your bones. Every single day they label you the enemy for refusing to disappear. They say you are the threat because you will not pretend. They whisper about arrest, about force, about power, about agents who can end a life and call it enforcement. And somehow they expect you to trust the same hands that point at you like a target. Think about that, really think about it, because the contradiction is not subtle, it is loud and constant. They take your labor, your time, your energy, your taxes. They build the comfort on your sacrifice and then turn around and call you the burden, call you the freeloader, rewrite the narrative until up is down and truth is treason. And still they expect obedience, still they expect gratitude, still they expect you to sit there and agree while your reality is dismissed right in front of you. But here's the thing they fear the most, you noticing, you connecting the dots, you refusing to let their version of the story replace your lived experience. Because once you see it clearly, once you say it out loud, once you stand in that uncomfortable, undeniable truth, you become harder to control, harder to silence, harder to rename. And then that is why they keep talking over you, because your voice, unfiltered and unafraid, breaks the illusion they worked so hard to build. So no, you are not crazy, you are not alone. You are not the enemy for wanting fairness, for wanting truth, for wanting to live without being crushed and then blamed for the weight. You are witnessing something real, something wrong, something that demands to be named. And whether they like it or not, we are still here, still working, still surviving, still seeing, still speaking. And that, more than anything, is what they cannot stand.